UnitedHealthcare has been shot. A masked gunman fled the scene on a bicycle.
I mean, honestly, it wasn't huge. It wasn't some huge tactical breakthrough. It really wasn't.
After 5 days, how did investigators finally, how did they find him?
So they had the surveillance. They were tracking his movements. They had all of that. And then an employee, a McDonald's employee in Altoona, somebody working there just recognized him and called the police.
So someone just recognized him?
Right. Just recognized him, yeah. And then when officers got there, Mangione allegedly gave them a fake New Jersey ID, which, yeah, that's what made them look a little closer.
What did they find?
A 3D printed 9mm pistol, a suppressor, a notebook, and other items that investigators considered significant. And then you've got the shell casings, you've got the surveillance, the forensic evidence. And look, I mean, no single piece of that tells the whole story. It doesn't.
Police continue to search. Investigators are examining surveillance footage.
Investigators believe the attack was planned. They found evidence that the suspect had studied Thompson's movements. And the conference itself, the man arrested was 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, a valedictorian, an Ivy League graduate, a technology professional. Then came his back problems and spinal surgery in 2023. Investigators would soon turn their attention to his writings.
Was Mangione directly denied coverage by UnitedHealthcare?
No, there's no established evidence of that. And, that claim spread very quickly online. We know he had serious back problems. He had surgery in 2023.
So what seems to have driven his anger?
Well, his writings suggest it became much bigger than one insurance decision, much bigger than that. He developed what the writings show is a deep frustration with the healthcare system itself.
Then investigators found 3 words on shell casings recovered at the crime scene.
And those words?
Right, those words, they resonated. People already felt frustrated with insurance. That was there. But understanding that anger isn't the same as justifying the violence. It isn't.
26-year-old Luigi Mangione.
How did the internet, how did people react?
It was huge. I mean, almost immediately, the story just split. You had people calling him a calculated murderer, and then you had others going, wait, this is about something bigger. Healthcare, corporate power, insurance.
And some actually supported him?
Yeah, some absolutely did. Some of them even, they called themselves Mangionistas.
And why though?
I think people brought their own experiences into it. If you felt powerless dealing with healthcare, you might recognize your own frustration in his. And, the internet simplifies things. It just does. A complicated person becomes a symbol. That's basically what happened here.
Murder charges. Terrorism-related charges.
In New York, prosecutors pursued terrorism-related murder charges. In September 2025, a judge dismissed them. The murder case remained.
Why did the terrorism charges, why did they fail?
Well, it came down to intent. The prosecution had to prove specific intent under the terrorism statute. And the judge found they hadn't reached that threshold.
But the murder case stayed?
Yes, yeah, exactly. The terrorism charges went away. The state murder case didn't.
Federal prosecutors brought separate murder and firearms charges. They initially sought the death penalty. In January 2026, a federal judge dismissed those specific charges because the prosecution's legal theory did not satisfy federal law.
So what happened to the death penalty?
So that... I mean, that was effectively off the table. Prosecutors later decided not to appeal.
After months of legal battles, Mangione entered federal court. This time, he admitted it.
How do you plead? Guilty?
With today's guilty plea, Mr. Mangione has accepted full responsibility for the death of Brian Thompson.
So what happened?
It really does change everything. Mangione pleaded guilty to stalking resulting in death, and he acknowledged it, that he killed Brian Thompson.
Did he say what drove him to do it?
He talked about personal frustrations, including insurance after his back injury, and that's significant.
If he admitted the killing, why isn't the case over?
Well, because there are two separate cases. The federal case is moving toward sentencing, and New York has its own murder prosecution. And his defense team is arguing double jeopardy, so the state case isn't finished. The trial has been postponed, Now the question is whether New York can continue prosecuting him for murder.
The shooting happened in December 2024. The arrest came 5 days later. The case moved from the streets to the internet to 2 courtrooms. Then came the guilty plea. But the legal story didn't end there.
The federal case is moving forward.
The state case, though, that one's still being contested. Still. And now, look, everybody's waiting to see what happens next. Everybody's waiting.